Right, everyone get the silliness out. Get the silliness out.
One, two, three, four.
Hello.
Hello. The
How are you?
astute among you, I'm good. How are you?
I'm alright.
The astute among you listeners will know, and watchers. I know. I don't know why I'm saying astute because if you're listening, you won't know this yet. But we have an
Hmm.
extra person here.
Hmm. For those of you watching, immediately you're going to be like, "Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's not
Why
a
is he
guest.
why is he a less better looking version of Darcy?"
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, listener, we've got a great guest this week.
Mm,
You're not allowed to talk until we've introduced you, by the way, so you can
mm,
sit there uncomfortably and quiet.
mm.
Um,
Yeah, we went to Printwear and all we got was this lousy producer.
we did come back with the t-shirt as well, to be fair.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, to be fair, the t-shirt was really good. Yeah, the
Hmm.
producer remains to be seen. We'll find out.
Producer Paul, would you like to introduce yourself? Put you out of your misery.
Hello, I'm Paul. Most of you have probably heard of me as the guy that gets referred to quite a lot as the cunt from
Mm,
Humane Made. I've been on the pod before,
mm,
back now to help produce.
mm. Yeah, we're very
Guide
excited.
us. Guide
We're,
us and whip us into line.
yeah, we're very excited. Paul's a good egg. Um,
You
yeah.
don't have to lie.
Okay, Paul. Yeah, what's the vegan alternative to an egg? Paul's a good
Big fat
Aquafaba.
tofu.
Paul's a good yeah, good aquafaba. Yeah, Paul's a good aquafaba. He's a cracking oat milk. Um, all of the is oat milk vegan? It is, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Um, oat milk is, gut oat milk isn't. So who knew? Um, yeah, uh, yeah. Paul's gonna be making sure we this shit happens regularly and betterer,
Mm.
aren't you, Paul?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, you guys have done a good job. You've got a great sort of concept going and stuff. We're just going to
Mm,
try and polish it up a bit and steer it in a new direction slightly and keep things growing and keep it interesting.
mm,
Get some cool guests on, get some sponsorships, and
mm.
see what we can do with it.
You, you
Get some
you
money and
heard it here
retire.
first. You heard it here first, listener. You can polish a turd.
Mm, mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean,
But
mine
but
mine come out quite shiny as a generally. So they
like they've
don't need
been
a lot of
glossed.
polishing. They don't need a lot of polishing.
They're lacquered on the way out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they don't need a lot of polishing. They're okay, you know.
Oh, like a few minutes in, and we're already talking about Poe and Pav's bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Sorry
is why you didn't
about
have a
that. I can't.
sponsor.
I can't help it. Yeah, this episode is sponsored by Andrex.
This episode is sponsored by Anusol.
Oh.
Oh, fucking hell. Right. Why did we want a producer in the first place, Pav?
Uh, I think if we're honest, we're very aware that we were getting it not stale, but we were getting a bit stale, and
Mm.
we need some outside influence, but like a silent hand is how I describe Paul. To come along and go, yeah, just like that. To come along and go, even like mid chat, to go like, right, you need to like move this conversation on to the next bit, like, or this is a good direction you can go in from this sort of thing. And also, like, as someone who's listened to every episode, poor lad, um, he understands what we're trying to achieve. So it's nice to have
Mm.
someone that like can see that. I think we're sort of a bit stuck in many ways
Yeah.
in
I
trying to
think
achieve what we want to achieve.
we've been in it for fucking however many episodes it is now,
This is
68
60. This will be
episodes.
68.
68 episodes, and
Mm,
it's like we're just, yeah, as you said, kind of almost in a bit of a rut sort of thing. And it's like we love doing it, and we don't want it to go stale.
mm,
So yeah, that's what Paul's here to help us with. So glad to
mm.
have you on board, mate. And Paul's a mate. We're not going to fall out over it.
Not
Um,
yet.
Not yet,
It
no.
remains to be seen. We'll see. The night is young.
Depends what kind of sandwiches Pav's going to be making.
Oh, for the for the tea room, for the staff tea room. Oh.
Oh, probably something like the vegan one will be like tofu with jam
Hey,
and
I've had some good dinners recently,
No,
as I've
no,
shared
you
with you.
haven't.
Yes, I
no, you
have.
haven't.
Which one of those was a
If
shit
if
dinner?
if, if
Tin of
Joanna's cooked
olives.
them, then yeah, sure.
Mm. The olives, mate. Tin of olives for dinner.
What was the other one? A tin of Richmond sausage and spaghetti hoops or something.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not so keen on those sausage and spaghettis. The Richmond sausages ruin it,
there's no.
in my
I mean, they're
opinion.
basically vegan though. To be fair,
Yeah, it's all lips and arseholes, isn't it? There's not. I don't think there's any
mm.
actual meat in them.
Mm.
Um, oh yeah,
It's more like kissing a pig than eating one.
I've kissed a few pigs in my time.
Mm.
Mm.
It's not a very nice way to talk about Paul.
Not him. He's not. He's not a pig. He's a lovely little cherub.
Just testing this
Oh.
chat thing to see if it
Oh,
works.
he's already there. Move on. There we go.
So why was it Paul?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
mean, I think the Pav's going to tell you a different version, but what really happened was I was in my hotel room,
Mm,
and in the middle of the night I heard some really quiet knocking at the door,
mm,
and I went and opened the door and sat in the hallway was Paul,
mm,
just in his pants. And I was like, "What the
mm,
fuck do you want?" And he was like, "Please, sir, please let me be your podcast producer."
mm.
And I was like, "Ah." I'll have a chat to Pav. So I left him out in the hallway, went back to bed.
I was Pav in your bed.
Yeah, how did you have a chat with me? This story's
So,
falling down already. There's a lot of holes in this.
Pav's always in my bed.
Mm,
When we go
do
to
that.
Printwear, anyway, we only book one room. It's like him booking two rooms is just for the illusion. So,
Mm.
so anyway, I got back in bed with Pav.
Top and tail, obviously.
No, no, don't lie. And we had a little chat, and I was like, "Look, there's a little boy outside."
Who's older than us?
Oh, we were
There's
like,
a,
yeah.
there's, there's a little boy outside who really wants to be involved in the podcast. Shall we like give him some jobs? And Pav was like, "Yeah,
Is
all
it
right
Luke?
then, all
And
right."
I said, well, I
It's-
suppose we have to. I said, because I've asked Tony Palmer and he's not interested.
and we asked Luke before Paul, and then we asked Sarah, and who else did we ask?
It's everyone we knew. Like the taxi driver that dropped us off after the night out, he
Yeah.
got asked. Yeah, we
Um,
just asked everyone.
The
but yeah,
receptionist at the
anyway,
hotel.
The
that
receptionist, yeah,
evening,
she wasn't interested.
no, that evening though, we went out, got really fucking drunk, and Paul asked us again, and he was like, "Can I please be your producer?"
Mm.
He was like, "It would be an honor to be involved."
He said it while holding
Um,
pints for us. So,
yeah, I mean, I think that was a bribe, to be fair.
mm, yeah.
But yeah, and now he's here, so we're giving him a go.
I think we're in for a treat, if I'm honest. I
That
think
sounds accurate.
I think it's a true asset to the brand social.
Time will tell, won't it?
Yes, yes.
No, I agree. I think part of our problem is a lot of the times, much like now, what I'm doing is I'm waiting for you. I'm watching the chat because I'm like, when's Paul going to say move on? Um, I'm scared now. Um, but I think part of our problem is certain topics within the episodes do go on for quite a while when it's
Mm.
like
Yeah.
there's certain things we can just kind of gloss over.
I think as well, though, on the flip side to that, there's certain things when you're in the conversation, you don't necessarily pick up on things that you could go down
Yeah,
the route of. So
Mm.
it's
yeah,
like
Yeah.
just guiding you when there's possible opportunities to go elsewhere.
Mm.
yeah, 100%. And I think the benefit of having you is you are a listener, and you have been since fucking day dot.
This
So
might
it's
end
like,
that.
Oh, yeah,
Gained a
just lost
producer, lost a
I
listener.
fucking hate this. But yeah, you've been a listener since day dot, so it's kind of like you get what we're trying to get at, and you just get what we're about, sort of thing. So it's like for you to be able to listen in and go, oh, I'd like to hear more about that. It's like, you essentially are our target audience. So it makes
Yeah,
sense to have you on board. So yeah, again, pleasure to have you, mate.
pleasure to be here. Just so that the listener knows, we're currently 41 minutes in. You've probably got about what, about 12
Yeah.
minutes of
Yeah. There has been a lot of fiddle
Well,
fucking about.
I've actually got 46 minutes because me and Pav had a little chat before you came on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, this is what we need help with, listener. But yeah, I mean, I think the aims for the pod moving forward then is consistency is going to be a big one for us because we were really good for a while.
Mm.
And I think Pav, when you came on board, like we were doing an
it
episode
went
a week,
downhill.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, there's
the
that
audio
too, yeah.
quality went up.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I think also like things by the gram are always more exciting than things by the pound. And
Hmm.
if we're doing two a month, that's 24 episodes a year, and that gives us 12 it could give us 12 very, very good guest episodes, like very good,
Yeah.
rather than 52 potentially good-ish ones. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Mm.
And it's not
Um,
even just the guest, it's down to us as a team doing our research, making sure we're asking the right questions to get the best out of whoever the guest is. And if you're
yeah,
cramming
Yeah.
I'm
in
not. I'm
too
not
many
even.
of them,
Yeah,
then you're not gonna
I'm not even saying that it is about. It's literally like having that many guests was a
yeah,
challenge. Not the
Yeah.
quality of the guests, but having that many was. I'd rather have 12 really good episodes that
yeah,
we're like really deep diving than.
Because
yeah,
I think when we were doing them like really really regularly, and even when we went to the twice monthly, and we'd kind of like we booked in like fucking 4 or 5 in advance, and we get loads in the bank and everything like that. I think because we were so busy with that and so busy doing the recordings, and then obviously me with the editing and stuff like that. I think what we ended up doing with like the questions, for instance, was just falling back on that same list of questions every single fucking time.
Hmm.
And that's where I think like we both really enjoy like the fucking like the randoms because it was just like it was a chance for us to just be completely fucking random. And I think right from the start, the whole aim of the podcast was to be more organic rather
Hmm.
than this is a list of questions. And it's like, and we've said loads on the pod before, like, oh, it's not a formal chat or anything like that, but I think it's felt a little bit more like that in the last few months. But yeah, so we kind of want to move away from that, I think. Obviously, Paul, you've said you want us to try and be more like organic, I guess.
yeah. Just
Um,
make it a bit more of an organic chat rather
yeah.
than forcing in certain questions that don't necessarily fit the guest or the interview or how the interview's flowing. So
Hmm.
Hmm.
it's the sort of
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean some of the better episodes we've had have been where the chat has aligned with the questions we were going to ask anyway,
yeah,
and you
Yeah.
end up asking it, but not in the same way we normally would have done.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's what you want really,
mm,
Mm.
sort of a natural
Yeah.
flow.
I mean, I think one of my favorite episodes that we've done, and I think it's the shortest episode we've ever done, and it's not because it's the shortest one, but it's with Zach
Zach.
Merrill.
Mm,
And it was, I think, why it was so good is he was just the type of person that took the conversation by the scruff of the neck and
mm.
kind of just ran with it. And we were kind of like almost following in his kind of coattails and throwing in the questions based on what he was saying rather than us going, this is our question list sort of thing.
Yeah.
And that was really fucking cool. And we don't expect like every guest to be like that because
Yes, we
everybody's
do.
different. Some
From now on, every guest
has to
future
carry
Paul
us.
is
You
going to
have to
make.
carry us. Um, not every guest is going to be like that. Some people need a bit more coaxing, and it's kind of. I was thinking about something before I jumped on, and one of the things I love about doing this
Was it
most
porn?
is yeah, 100% porn. It's all I think about. One of the things I love about doing this most is the fact that it is long format,
Mm,
and I think a lot of guests that we've had on, and whether that changes moving forward because we might be going for slightly a different demographic of guest or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it will. But one of the things I love most about like the long format thing is, if you're sitting down for a chat with somebody for half an hour, 45 minutes or whatever, a lot of people don't actually get comfortable until like that half an hour mark of that
Mm,
sort of chat. So it's like, oh, we've only got 10 minutes left now. It's kind of, and that's when the real conversation starts happening. Like I think that's where we were kind of at with like the question structure originally. Is it's kind of like we have this like structured thing to kind of build people up to it becoming a bit more like free flow, but it just never
Mhm.
really happened. Um, so yeah. I don't really know what my point was. I'm just blabbering as I usually do.
maybe we should. We'll throw the randoms in a bit. I do. I want to keep the randoms. We'll throw the randoms in a bit
I
earlier,
love the
maybe,
randoms.
just to like soften people up a little bit. Once they know they can talk about willies and bums and dicks and shit, like from the start, that's when you get
We
people.
have had people on though that haven't listened to the pod before,
Mm,
and are like they don't know whether they can swear or not,
mm.
which I think is hilarious considering how much we fucking swear. Like so
Maybe we need
there's
to
like a
have
golden
a.
rule of not swearing within like the first 5 minutes of a podcast or something like that, or 3 minutes or something. And I think we have broken that rule with every single episode we've done.
So why don't we say then? But what we'll do is before we move on to talk about other things, why don't we say we are gonna try to send our guests a reverse code of conduct before they come on. Things that they think they can't do, but absolutely can.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Right.
Make a note of that, producer.
Right. So as we mentioned previously, we captured Paul at Printwear.
Mm. In the
How
wild,
was
we cap
Printwear
we
for
cap we captured him humanely.
How was Printwear for you, Pav?
It was good actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been saying for years that printwear really isn't. It's not about the printwear, and it's not about the promotion. It's really
Mm.
just like
It's about the
it's just a
people.
chance to. Yeah, it's people. It's people and pints. That's what they should renamed it. P and P should stand for people and pints.
Mm.
But yeah, and actually, all of the like business is how you might call it. None of that business happened when we were in the NEC. It all happened in the pub
No,
afterwards. Like there were
no.
conversations I had with reps and stuff that
Hmm.
I would never have with them at a stall. Either like calling them out on something or like being cheeky and asking for something, and that didn't it happens in the pub afterwards. And
But at
I
the end
think
of
that's sort
that's
of
how those
muscle.
relationships are formed, though. At the end of the day, it's like
Yeah, for
they're
sure.
not done in a fucking showroom. It's the wrong environment for that sort of thing to
Mm.
happen.
The,
Um,
the show was different this year though because it wasn't just Printwear Promotion, it was sign and digital as well.
no,
So
which is, but it's that does my head in because it's kind of like Printwear and Promotion now and has been for the last what 2, 3 years maybe.
mm,
It's basically just all DTF and DTG,
mm,
and then you go to the fucking sign and fucking signware thing, whatever it's called, next door, and it's all the same equipment, just doing different
mm,
shit.
mm.
It's just
Yeah,
wide format printers. That's it.
I don't I don't know how like how it's going to continue. Well, it can't continue for people like us that are screen printers.
No, no, there's absolutely no place. I mean, they've proved that. Obviously, I wouldn't entirely put the blame on the organisers of Printwear and Promotion because I think that's unfair. But in the same breath, it's kind of like I feel like the manufacturers and kind of promoters of certain equipment brands in our industry of screen printing maybe need to do a little bit more. Like, I get it's expensive,
Mm,
but we don't want to go to a fucking show like that. And it's like, and there isn't another one in the UK. Like, we would have to go over to Germany or fucking, I don't know, there's a big one in Spain, I think, isn't there? I can't remember what the fuck it's called. Oh,
Fespa's is it Fespa that's in Spain? I don't
no,
know what they're
Vespa's
called.
in Germany. Um,
What's the one
I
that's
can't
in
remember what
Spain then?
I can't remember what it's called.
Basically, what we should do, if we wait, the producer will come. I don't mean like that. I mean like he'll put a message and say, "This is where it is." Um, yeah.
I mean, you never know. You can't see where his hands are right now. So
No. Yeah, I can totally get why isn't much screen printing stuff there because the ratio of the amount of screen printing stuff sold to how much a pitch costs there is probably much lower than the ratio of like DTF
yeah, of course it
to.
is.
I get it. I
But
totally get that, and the
I
same
think
same for the garments.
my point isn't necessarily about like, oh, I want to see fucking like loads of autos there or anything like. I just want to see some representation. So like, I think when like, so for instance, Screen Print World went, not last, no, was it last year?
I wasn't there last year.
Yeah, so it was last
So,
year. They didn't have because the year before they had the new Copperhead, didn't they? And they had the big
yeah,
dryer, and they had like they had a manual there, and they had like all
and they
this
had
cool
beers
equipment
for
and stuff.
us. More importantly,
They did. But last year they didn't have any of that. They had some like screen coating equipment, like it wasn't a CTS. I can't remember what it was called. It was some like other technology, and like a few other bits like that. Um, and that sort of thing, I think for me anyway, is more important because it's like not everybody in the industry, but a good chunk of people within the industry, whether it's the print industry or screen print industry, or just the print industry in general, knows what screen printing is, or they know roughly what a screen printing press looks like. Do you know what I mean?
mm,
But it's the other side of things. It's like, oh, did you know you can do this? And it's like this piece of technology is really fucking cool. And it's like it's for me that far fucking beats just seeing DTF machine after DTF machine after DTF machine. And
but
as I've said many times on the pod before, I think DTF definitely has a fucking place in the industry, but I'm just a bit fucking bored of it now. Like seeing it at
what
shows
I don't
constantly. It's
understand is
just
there was
like,
so much DTF stuff there, and basically no heat presses on display.
well, there was stalls. That's it.
Yeah, but that's it. But like, why? They're not the only manufacturer. So
Yeah.
I just don't get that. Like there were.
Mm.
I mean,
Was
how many DTF places must there have been there? 10, probably.
yeah, probably.
People
Yeah.
selling machines or selling the DTFs themselves easily. Yeah.
I mean, because me and you have been together. We've been to Printwear
Mm,
together for the last 4 years. Is
mm.
that right? Was it five?
Uh, yeah, not including last year, but yeah, 4.
4, yeah. So the first year we went, there was what, maybe 5 or 6 screen printing booths. And
Mm,
then the year after we went, there was maybe what, 3? There
mm.
was SPW, there was Anatole, and then there was like a couple of ink suppliers. And then last
That
year
guy
we
was
went,
there with the screen, the computer to screen this year. He was there again.
oh, was he?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's like one little unit and there's no adverts and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take your
It's
point.
that's one of those ones that it's kind of like unless you know what that is,
Mm,
you're kind of walking past it going, what the fuck is that? You know?
mm,
Whereas like this year, there was literally one stall with
mm,
some screen printing inks, and that was it. That was
mm,
literally the only thing. Even Anatole weren't there this year,
mm.
which I was really surprised at because every year I've been up there, they've been there. But it just goes to show that it's kind of like, I'm kind of doing a bit of a backpedaling here, but it kind of goes to show that they're obviously not making enough money from the shows, and they're far too fucking expensive for what they get out of them.
Well,
Because I can't.
'cause a lot of these manufacturers now, these big presses, the autos and stuff, they all like if you go and see them and you commit to buy a machine, they'll pay for you to go and see it
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, of
and
course.
put you up in a hotel and stuff. Why wouldn't you choose that option as
Mm,
well? Like I do wonder how many actual people were there as screen printers.
not many.
N- No.
Mm.
But that wasn't the only stuff that was at the show. Like clothing is also really nice. Getting able to go there and literally like touch fabric. I mean, I touch cloth quite regularly, but being able to go and see like the new clothing is I say all the new clothing. I think I went to 3 clothing stalls of the entire thing. Um,
I don't think I even did that.
no, I did. I did make
I
a bit
went
of an
to I
effort.
went to one,
Yeah.
and that was, but it was partly down to my own fault because I got so fucked the first night.
You did, yeah.
You had to
Yeah,
call
bless you.
me at 10 o'clock in the morning and be like, are you coming to the show or
Are
what?"
you alive? Yeah.
I was absolutely dying. Um, but yeah, I think we obviously spent a lot of time on the AS Color stand.
So who are they? I've never heard of them before.
Oh, they're this little clothing brand
Hmm.
or clothing manufacturer out of where are they from? Um,
Australia.
Australia,
Australia. No, no, they're from Indonesia, probably. I don't know, something like
India.
that. Yeah, one of them.
Um, yeah, so we spent a lot of time on the AS Color stand, and we caught up with Guy and Wes, and also
Hmm.
had a chat with Sam, who is the what's his title? Is he the
I think his direct title
Europeans?
is Guy and Wes' boss. That's his official title.
Um, good point, Paul. Um, but yeah, had a chat with Sam, and we also had a chat with Clive, who is the I say new. He's been there for I think he's been there for about a year now, hasn't he? But the
Hmm.
new CEO of
Hmm.
AS Color. So I
That man is
got
collecting initials.
oh
Bless him.
yeah, I've just got that.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. So I got to Pav wasn't there last year. I got to meet Larry,
Hmm.
who's the owner of Air's Color. And then this year we got to meet the CEO and we had a little chat with him.
Hmm.
We had a chat with all the boys, and it was really good to catch up. We had some drinks with Guy and Wes,
Hmm.
um,
Well,
which was
Sam,
fun.
Sam, Sam and Clive were there for the first bit.
Yeah, they were. They were in
I know because they
spoons.
they bought me pints.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, it was. Yeah, we know Paul.
Yeah, Paul saying, sorry, we got a note saying AS Colours from New Zealand, not Australia. That was the joke, Paul. Come on. Yeah. Fuck me, sack the producer. Jeez Louise.
This is why I always speak to Guy in an Australian accent, a really bad Australian accent, I might add as well. Um, Paul says, "I'm not in on your pathetic jokes." It's not very nice, Paul.
Not very nice at all.
No, it's very mean, this producer. Um, so anyway, I think that the main talking points from chatting to the AS Color Boys was we were speaking about all their new products, their favorite
Mm.
products, what's doing well, where they think the market's going a little bit, etc., etc. So I
We
wanted to
didn't
ask,
just talk to them though, did we? We talked to them on camera.
we did. Your camera skills are fucking awful, by the way.
They're not very good. I mean, to be fair, I was nursing a hangover. Um, yeah, they're not great.
It was like you were on fucking withdrawal from fucking heroin, mate.
It wasn't ideal, and I appreciate I was filming it
You were
going,
trembling like
and I,
fucking God
I
knows
was
what.
filming
It's
it.
worse than Disses videos.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I do apologize. So yeah, if you're prone to seizures, um, and you're watching this video, I recommend moving over to the audio format of
Hang on.
this.
So, shall I just give a demonstration of what it was?
It's not good. Yeah, it's not ideal.
Sure. There we
Especially
go.
when you look at how good Jack from Modern Streets video was of the
Oh, no.
same area. It is like it is perfectly still. Yeah,
We should have
yeah,
bought a tripod.
yeah. We brought Paul with us.
Was that what we're calling him now? Tripod.
Yeah, penis joke. I made a penis joke. Can that penis joke stay in, Paul? Just put yes or no in the chat. Yes.
God.
Oh yeah, because it's making out you've got. I'm not making out you got a big penis. I'm saying you got short legs.
Or really long balls.
Oh yeah, nice. Try
Trip
pod.
pod.
Very good. Very good.
Oh.
So now we're going to listen to, well, you can watch it as well because of the magic of video, a short little interview that's very expertly filmed and in no way looks like it's filmed on the sinking of the Titanic. Of Clive, the CEO of AS Colour, giving us a rundown of, well, just a brief introduction of himself and then a rundown of his favourite bits and pieces. Anything to add to that, Darcy, before we hit play?
No.
Okay. In which case, producer Paul, please hit play. You're going to make a note of where you got to hit play there, Paul. Yes. Trying to help you here. I was trying to give you a little bit of a pause to do it in. Who you got here then, Darcy?
We've got Clive.
Hey Tim, how's it going? How are you doing?
Well, mate, how are you?
Good, very good, thanks. Day
Introduce
two.
yourself for us.
My name's Clive Ormerod, I'm from AS Colour. Joined the business 12 months ago, so I'm here to meet customers and understand the UK market a little bit more.
Nice. Understand how much we like going to the pub before and after the show as well, eh?
Well, we did join you last night and we managed to get out early, which was good. Left you to it.
How's the show been this year?
Show's been good. Yeah, I mean, it's my first show, so I don't have anything directly here to compare it to, but I was at ISS in America a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then the TVT Textile Vision in Stuttgart last week, so this has been busy. It's been awesome. It's interesting, a lot of people know AS Colour, but there's a bunch that don't as well, so it just says plenty of opportunity to me.
Yeah. Fair enough.
What's your favourite piece here today that you've got?
Favourite piece
Take us to
for
it.
me, probably, yeah, okay, I'll bring you down here. This would be my favourite piece.
Yeah, nice.
This is a chore jacket, but it's a canvas chore. So I used to wear the chore, which was in the cotton, and now we just brought it out in the canvas. It drops next month in the UK.
Nice.
So it's a good heavy garment, nice over the top of a t-shirt that's a little bit colder. Our canvas range is going gangbusters, which is awesome. So I think
Again,
Sam,
got the trousers on.
yeah, and they look good on you, mate. Yeah, a little bit long maybe, but
No, I'm too short for them.
but our canvas range, I think Sam showed you some of them.
Yeah, he did.
And we got a few other new pieces here as well. So some good stuff coming through, as you know. Like in the blank apparel business, for us, it's just important to keep innovating. Try and bring new product through. Make sure that what we're offering you as printers is good, and we lean on you to try and tell your customers about us.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you guys are the only ones that we've found that are
Doing this type of stuff?
Stuff like this.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
We get asked all the time, like, oh, can you do Carhartt?
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, but we're going to have to buy it retail.
Yeah,
and it's going to
yeah,
cost you an absolute fortune, sort of thing. And it's kind of like all the AS stuff, like particularly with like the heavy duck canvas and stuff, that from our perspective is so well priced that we can actually give like proper value to our customers.
Yeah, it's
now.
real good quality at an accessible price.
Exactly.
And that's what we're
it's
trying to
stuff
do.
We wear ourselves as well. It's like,
Tell me about it.
It's like, we're massive advocates.
Yeah, thank
we
you.
do wear them.
Yeah, you guys are massive advocates of AS Colour, and it's awesome and appreciated. So thanks very much.
Thanks.
Sweet as. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Clive.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers, man.
See you later.
Good one.
Cheers.
Cool. So yeah, Clive's he's keen on the heavy canvas stuff, isn't he?
Yeah.
It is sick,
mean,
to be fair. Like I've
it
got the
is.
jacket now, the hooded jacket, and it's really good. Really good.
Yeah. I mean, as obviously said in the video to him as well, that it's kind of like there isn't anybody that's doing that sort of stuff in the industry. So it's like, from
no
our
one.
perspective as garment decorators, it's fucking so cool to have that now. And it's like, at the end of the day, they're still expensive, but it's kind of, you get the quality that you pay for, don't you? So, and it is fucking quality. Like I wear my canvas vest that you embroidered for me, Paul, literally every day at the minute, because it's starting to get a bit warmer. It's nice to have over a fucking hoodie or a sweatshirt or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's the type of products, I think, that can take like a regular t-shirt brand from being just a t-shirt brand to being something really fucking cool. Like you look at like brands like your P and Co's and stuff like that. Like I think because they've been around for quite a long time now, but I remember when they were just doing t-shirts, and then when they started manufacturing their own t-shirts, and they started bringing in other stuff, like they've got their own like custom caps. I mean, I'm fairly sure they heavily influenced AS Colour, but and they started doing all these all their trousers and stuff, like their double knee trousers, and they do kind of like all the sort of vintage workwear style stuff, but with like all the kind of old style embroidery on it, like the little badges and everything like that. I think they went up like a hell of another level sort of thing.
Mm.
I think products like that, they are a big risk for brands in particular, but if you want to take something to the next level, then
I
they
don't
make
think
sense.
I don't think they're that big a risk. And I'll tell you
Well,
one
from a financial perspective is
financially,
what
yeah.
I mean. Yeah.
But I had a customer come over the day who's a tattoo artist. He came in yesterday to see me, and he asked like what I've been up to, and I haven't seen him for a little while. So I went to show, bought a few samples and that back, and I showed him my heavy canvas vest, and he fell in love with it straight away. I told him how much it was, and a tattoo artist did not balk at the price. He went, "No, I get it. Like it's obviously really fucking good. Like
Yeah.
you can tell, which is nice. But then what that
Mm.
also does is it lends credence to the well, this is how good quality all of their shit is. It's not just this one
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
That's why you're
Exactly.
paying more for these
Mm.
t-shirts, sort of thing. So even just having one on the shelf,
Hmm.
on the rack, and being able to go, look,
Hmm.
this is what those people make. Like this is the quality of it.
Yeah.
It's helping, and it like you say, laying it with a t-shirt,
Hmm.
white t-shirt or bone t-shirt with that over the
Hmm.
top, it looks fucking sick. You just can't go wrong. It's basics, isn't it? It is
Yeah.
basics.
Yeah.
I
I
love it.
think what they've done with the canvas stuff is do it simply, but really, really fucking well. There's
Mm,
nothing overly complicated about it. It's like, yeah, it is what it is, but there's nobody else doing it
yeah.
apart from fucking Carhartt, obviously. But if you want to get a Carhartt piece, you're going to be paying quadruple the price. So,
My they actually also personally couldn't have come at a better time because I ripped a hole in the crotch of my Carhartt trousers today.
mm,
The ones I'm wearing, the ones I've had for many, 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 many years.
mm.
Yeah, I managed to rip the crutch out before I even got a chance to wash them.
Who did we speak to next?
Next week, Sam.
Sam.
What a ledge.
Sa- Sam, Sam,
What a
Sam.
lovely, lovely man. It was nice to finally meet him. He's a good.
Yeah.
Did you meet him
I think
last year?
I met him last year very briefly. Yeah, I was mainly chatting to Guy, and Wes was kind of in and out, like a fucking the whippet that he is.
Mm.
But yeah, lovely man, and he's very, very knowledgeable about. I mean, they all are.
Yeah, he's a good egg.
But yeah, as you said, technically Guy and Wes is boss, but he's I think he does a lot of the European stuff. So he said he's currently based in the Netherlands.
Mm.
And anyway, taking
So
on to
let's watch
Sam.
his video, shall we? Or listen to his video again.
Yeah.
This one's great for lovers of things that have filmed on roller coasters. Have a watch. Um, see how you get on. Let's have a little word with Sam. Do you want to introduce yourself to everyone?
My name's Sam. I'm from AS Colour. I've been
You know what?
working-
Let's get AS Colour in the
Oh.
background. Actually,
The heavy hood.
almost had you. Perfect. That's better.
Here? Has Guy done his intro yet?
No,
Who's next?
G'day, mate. Welcome to AS Colour.
Looks like he's sounding in the factory.
Let me know when you're ready, bro.
Mate, I'm ready.
Go for
I'm
it,
ready.
go for it.
My name's Sam. I'm from AS Colour. I've been lucky to work here for 13 years, so been in the business a long time. And my role is to help grow the business in Europe.
Awesome, mate.
What's been your favourite part of the show so far?
Seeing you guys and having beers last night, of course. But no, meeting customers is awesome for us. Like, we feel like the most important thing for us to grow our business is to meet people in person and show them our product. So we're fully focused on high quality products. So it's important that people get to feel it because that makes all the difference. You can look it on a website, but until you actually feel the product, you print the product, you wear the product, and you wash the product, that's when you know that AS
And
Colour
the
is a good
benefit of you
quality
guys
brand.
is you have a bricks and mortar shop, so if people do want to come down and
course.
see the stuff and not come to a trade show to do it,
Yeah.
you can. You're there.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's I guess a bit of a difference that we have versus everybody else at the show. We have a retail business as well. We have 26 retail stores around the world, so the perceived price point of our product is really high. And then for people like yourself, they can buy it at wholesale rates, mark it up, and then even give your customer store a better price. They see it as an amazing value for them. So
What's your favourite piece you got here today then, Sam? Take us to it.
My favourite piece right now. You know what? It's going to be pretty left field, but I've just moved to the Netherlands to launch the European business, and it's probably our most underrated product in the range. And I've never worn it until I moved to the Netherlands, but because it rains so goddamn much, this tech jacket here has been worn most days.
Nice.
But just the craftsmanship and the quality of this is amazing.
I've never seen one of them in the flesh before.
So you've got the reverse pockets to keep the rain out. You've got the storm zipper, two-way zip as well, which is really important for a long length jacket. So yeah, I've been loving this.
Nice.
Cool. How does the show compare to last year?
It feels busier. Yeah. I mean, yesterday we feel that there's probably 50% of our customers did not know of us, or 50% of people through the booth did not know AS Colour. So that's really good for us from a brand awareness perspective. And today, I guess it's more established businesses, people that have been using us for longer, and I mean, they're excited to see the rest of our range. Like, people know us for our t-shirts and sweatshirts, but until they get to see the whole catalogue, they don't really understand completely like what we do. So like products like our jackets, products like our workwear, our activewear.
These are really nice. The high vis stuff that you guys do, because it's high vis, but it's like nice. It's nice feeling. It's not like a rough old sandpaper t-shirt high vis. It's the
and we do workwear quite different. You know, it's not your traditional workwear. Like we have like a vintage American workwear influence. So duck canvas cotton.
The heavy canvas stuff is
quilted line, or they'll be fleece line. But they are still created with decoration in mind. So you've got your access there for embroidery or screen printing. So for us, that's important that our customers can still decorate them and they don't just become a retail blank product.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Thanks, Jack.
All good, brother. Cheers, boys. Yeah.
Thanks, man. Bit left field that choice, wasn't it?
Yeah,
his favourite. Yeah,
it's. I'll tell you what I really liked about some of our chats with the AS Colour boys though was, I mean, obviously Sam picked a product that I didn't expect him to pick there, but what's really nice about actually going to their booth and seeing all their stuff is there's stuff that I knew existed, but I've never actually seen in the flesh. And it's kind of like all the quality still, even on the stuff that you wouldn't necessarily deem as like really popular or bestsellers or whatever, the quality is still fucking top notch. And that, I can't remember what it was called. I'm actually going to Google it now. Or Paul, producer Paul, do you mind Googling it for me? The tech jacket or whatever it's called. The Sam
long-legged Mac Daddy.
is really fucking nice, and it's like, and if I didn't have one too many jackets already, I would be buying one of them myself. But yeah,
do you know what's nice about when you go there as well is that obviously they're reps, so they're all wearing the AS Colour shit on the stall, but they all look like they've been wearing it forever. Like, it's not, they're not wearing it because 100%. They work for them. They're wearing it because it's
100%.
Yeah.
Well, Wes was wearing one of those rugby shirts, wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, that looks fucking sick. Tech jacket. There we go.
Is it just called tech jacket? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Thanks, Paul.
So I was right. Thanks, mate. Yeah, Wes was wearing one of those rugby tops, and it looked like he had it for fucking ages. And it's like, I don't even know if AS Colour still do them anymore, do they?
I don't think they're doing that colour that he had.
No.
We might have to fact check this. We might have to be fact checked. But we can flash up now if they do or don't.
Because with Rewind we've talked about doing a rugby style top, haven't we? I can't remember what that was for, but we had talked about it. I don't think
we have
about
so
it on
many
the pod.
ideas that don't happen. It's just the nature of who we are.
That's just us.
I'm not even sure this episode is going to go out.
It's going to be about fucking it's going to be about 36 hours of editing today.
Cool. Yeah, it's nice though. Rugby tops in black and navy, so it is still there. It's
It's
still there. I
still
think there was a
available.
grey one which maybe would have been discontinued, but again,
Mm,
don't take my word for that. I've seen something long sleeved and grey.
mm. Yeah, I definitely want to get a hold of one of those tech jackets.
Mm,
They're one of those. They're one of those things, though. I think from our perspective, it doesn't. It's a weird one because it's a really really nice product, but it doesn't necessarily fit in with what we do.
mm,
Do you know what I mean? Like, so I do a lot of merch, so it's kind of like the focus is on like it's on t-shirts, it's on hoodies. Like, I'm trying to push the canvas stuff as much as I possibly can because it's just really fucking cool.
mm.
And I have had a few takers. Like, I did some for the canvas vests for a big client of mine, and just did like a little screen printed thing on the left chest, and they came out pretty good. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one trying to push the stuff that you don't usually push. Do you know what I mean?
Mm. Well, I find that I find myself like looking for projects to do with them or looking for
Hmm.
designs to go on them.
Hmm.
But you're making it, you're finding a way to use it rather than
Yeah.
using it because someone's requested it.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of us having
Just an
Rewind, isn't it?
excuse
It's we
excuse
can
to
just
buy
fuck
one for
about with
yourself.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Who was
Right.
next then? It must be the wonderful guy next,
That's
surely.
sexy boy, sexy boy.
Mm. The Hat Man. He's a hat man. Skibbity dip dip, he loves hats. Skip dip, he loves hats. Skibbity dip dip, he loves hats. Beep up up, he loves hats. Bop up, he loves hats. Beep up up, he loves hats. You're welcome. I bet you've all missed that, listener.
Oh, fucking hell. I haven't.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, here's our chat with Guy.
Kia ora.
With Guy from AS Colour. Do you want to intro yourself a little bit?
Yeah, kia ora everyone. I'm Guy from AS Colour. I'm the Northern Sales Rep. Yeah, if you want some t-shirts, hit me up. Any other?
How's the show been?
Do you know what? It's been really good. We've had some wicked existing customers, obviously like you guys. We get to hang out with some really cool people, but there's been some new customers to the scene that just, it's really nice when you see people get pumped on AS Colour again. And just finding products like the canvas wear or the heavy tees, and it's just a whole new world for them.
Yeah. Awesome, man. What's your We
Fuck,
are.
this is awkward, boys.
I know.
How do you
it's
do
weird,
this?
It's weird doing it in the flesh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you look cute doing it though.
Oh, thanks, babe.
We're not recording.
Yeah.
All right, there we
Yeah,
go.
don't worry,
Is
I'm
this
not
allowed to
doing
go
that
on?
again. Yeah. I haven't called you anything appropriate.
No, but
Not
thank
yet.
Right, what else do you need?
What's your favourite product that
Okay.
AS Colour are doing at the minute?
So I'm going to take you to the cotton surf cap, which I very much championed, and
Yeah.
thank you very much, Larry, for doing it on my recommendation.
Come on.
All right, so we have a deconstructed cotton surf cap. I'm a bit of a geek when it comes to headwear. So for me,
Not lowest, mate.
Mate,
Not lowest at all.
It's the brim. So this is based on the nylon surf cap. It obviously has, the brim has like a beautiful shape. It has a retail quality finish. You still have your wonderful mesh inner lining, which is great because when you embroid, it doesn't touch your forehead when you
doesn't
fold
rub.
that. But this is my favorite, like this one here, it takes to embroidery like
Yeah.
mint. Well, you know.
If I had that much hair, I would not be covering it with a hat. I'm just saying that now.
I shaved it recently. Sarah was not happy.
Really?
Yeah, so I would say headwear, cotton surf cap, comes in some really cool colours.
Yeah.
But then you can mix it up if you want the nylon or the rope.
Yeah.
And then obviously we've got like the class cap, which you're wearing, which is a very similar cap, but then you can jump into your two-tones.
Yeah.
You can kind of have
Does
a bit
surf
more
have a
flavour.
shorter peak?
It does have a bit of a shorter peak.
Yeah.
Again, the attention to detail on this cap
Yeah.
is perfect. I love that it's got a bit of a shorter peak.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
like
a
that.
bit more rounded.
Yeah.
And then
Lovely.
we're doing what more?
If you want.
We will go and rumble.
I can see you wearing this.
you know what?
See guy in that?
Give me an extra small, baby. Another part of our range is like the canvas wear.
Yeah.
And for a company to invest this much money into a product and bring it to market and compete with like heritage brands like Carhartt. Like I grew up on Carhartt and Dickies.
Yeah, same, man.
So being able to have something of their quality, which is now our quality, and you can embellish and brand, makes me a very happy boy.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying to Clive. Is there's nobody else doing this.
No.
Apart from you guys.
Yeah.
So it's like when we've had customers in the past come to us and be like, oh yeah, I want some like workwear, like heavy duty workwear. The only thing we can really offer is going, well, you just have to buy it retail from Carhartt if that's what you want. But bear in mind, we're going to add a markup, we're going to add a handling fee, all this, blah, 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 and everything.
And that's
So
going to be
it's
in a very
you're gonna be
expensive
paying
jacket.
a fortune for it. So now this is here. It's like to have something that's, it's an achievable price point for the customers, but B, there's enough in it for us to be able to make something on it as well.
So when we release the two-tone, which I'll grab over here, 1 second, crew. So here we've got obviously the
really nice, isn't it?
the canvas, but it's got a corduroy collar, so it comes in this beautiful green and black.
Yeah.
And I literally screenshotted the coming soon page, messaged Larry, and was like, "This is the best product you've ever made."
Yeah.
And it is in my
It's
eyes
fucking lovely.
because this is like you've now reached into
You're doing it in tan and black as well, aren't you?
like
I'm
really
excited for
good,
that.
like really high-end streetwear fashion.
Yeah.
We've now entered that at a wholesale price.
Yeah.
So what that gives to the printers and then to the end user is
It's
game
huge.
changer.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
huge.
Would you like me to interview you now?
If you want.
All
Go
right.
on. Go on, ask me some questions. Go on.
Where's he going?
He's asking me some questions, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. You want to hold that?
Kia ora, everyone.
Hello.
Can I just get your thoughts on your behaviour last night?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. 'Cause I heard some stories.
Okay.
See, I responsibly drank lemon lime and bitters and left at 10.
Yeah. You did?
What did you do?
I don't remember. I know what Pav did.
We went. How?
Pav
I
fell
don't
asleep
know
in the
what I did.
hallway.
I don't know how he knows.
With the McDonald's.
When it comes to printability,
Yeah.
what do you look at in terms of quality when you present that to a customer?
So I think it goes back to something I was saying to Clive, is that I only tend to really push brands nowadays that I'm comfortable wearing myself. So, I mean, I'm wearing Palace today. I wear Palace all the time. But when I'm not wearing a Palace t-shirt, I'm wearing probably an AS Colour Heavy.
Yeah.
Or the heavy faded in particular.
Yeah.
And it's kind of when I get, because we do like a lot of clothing brands, we do like a lot of merch and shit like that.
Yeah.
So we need like retail finish.
Yeah.
And like the heavy in particular for me, and the classic, because the classic's a fucking awesome shirt as well. Like they're just the perfect tees in my book in terms of that fit, the weight, and kind of like, the quality of the cotton and the print quality we can get on it as well is mad. Like, there's some expensive tees out there, tees in particular, that I'm not going to name names, but they just don't print as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, yeah, I printed on some heavies the other day, white water base, just PFP, and it's such a good print. Yeah, it's just like, yeah. But yeah.
Where do you see by the end of this year that you've taken your business?
Me?
Yeah. What do you want from your business this year?
I want to move it. I want to get a bigger unit, move into a new unit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, which could happen.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
And given the diverse crew you have, who's your favourite printer?
Oh, fuck off. Sarah.
Amazing.
Not Pav.
I heard Pav's a bit dodgy.
He is very dodgy.
There we go. Well, who would have thought that he'd pick a hat?
Tell you what, that you've said it before. The surf cap is your favourite hat from AS.
I've got one here.
So
Well,
my,
I
my
actually,
it's
I love
not my
even the nylon
favourite.
one. Like, Look, I've
The
got one here. I always
This
have
is
one
my
near me.
favorite, the Class Two Tone, and that is one of Guy's actual hats, one that he embroidered. But yeah, the Class Two Tone's my favorite. But that surf cap in cotton looks fucking awesome. I haven't had one yet. I've got quite a few of the polyester ones, or no,
They,
nylon
they,
ones
they
lying
do quite a
around.
nice two-tone navy and sort of light blue, don't they, Paul? The reason we've got Paul in on this is because they had one of those at the show, and Paul now owns it. The rename P&P Pilfering and Permission Show. Do the pilfering and then ask for permission afterwards.
Pilfering and pillaging.
No, it was a good show. I mean, it was fairly obvious that
Guy was going to pick a
Guy
hat.
was going to pick a hat, but he does love hats and he loves the range that
But
they make there.
they do some fucking awesome headwear, though. To be fair, I mean, we're having a bit of an AS color wank fest here, but they
Only because the
just-
only people we spoke to were wicked.
yeah, pretty much. But at the end of the day, they were the coolest fucking booth to hang out on. So, they're one of those booths where we could actually just have a chat with them. It's not we're not necessarily being sold shit, you know. It's I mean, some of the caps that they've got coming out. So the cord cap. So I'm wearing one of the cord caps now, but the cord cap with like the cord across the front of them, like the coloured cord across the front of them, they look fucking awesome and they're right up my street. Now I'd quite happily wear those like blank. It's my jam, man, my jam.
You are a bit of a blanker, to be fair.
Yeah. So I've only had one kid.
Oh, bless you. Who's next then? Well, we know who's next. There's only one person that's left.
There isn't anybody left.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
We got to talk about Wes, man, and his choices. We've got to talk about him. He's like, don't worry, I'm gonna show you my favourite shit from the Airs Colour store, man.
So let's listen to Wes's video. Let's listen to Wes's audio and the video. This one's not too bad. This one, I put the camera on a firework, and then I let the firework go and like film. So it's not as bad as the other ones, I don't think.
What are they called? The spinny ones?
Catherine Wheel.
Catherine Wheel.
Catherine
Cool
Wheel.
whip.
Yes. So we're gonna show you Wes now.
Yeah, how's it going?
All good, man. All good, man. Had
Yeah?
a good day. Yeah, good day on the booth.
Yeah.
Very busy. A lot more interest in Airs Colour than every year. It ramps up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel like the interest is growing.
You say it's
Definitely.
busier than last year then?
I think it's. I wouldn't say overly busy. I
Yeah.
think the last year, I'll be honest. I think the first 2 days were heaving. To be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like today was more of a gradual burn, a slow burner. I think everyone was probably drinking last night and they're coming out a bit later.
What are you trying to say?
What's your favourite thing that's on the AS Colour stand this year then?
Ooh, my go-to, I gotta say, just in general, my go-to is the heavy zip. I think this is the best product we've
Yeah.
made in a while.
Yeah.
Two-way zip,
Oh,
400 GSM.
that's nice.
It's just a good everyday hoodie, man.
Yeah.
And
We're following.
if you like a good trouser, standard pant,
Nice.
regular pant,
Yeah.
I think this is another good too. I think, and again, as an outfit, regular trouser, smart but not. You still got a little bit.
I've actually got the canvas.
The Kevy
trousers
canvas.
on today.
Oh, where did you get them from then?
My rep sorted me out.
I've heard he's a bit of a bellend.
Which one? Guy. Yeah, definitely is.
Yeah.
Bellend.
The Australian one.
Insert Bellend sticker there.
What else we got then?
You like a bit of heavy duty hardware? We love it heavy. Which I know you do. We got the 500 GSM. French.
500.
Yeah.
Oh.
French Terry. Luke back
Is that
cotton.
new?
Yeah. 500. Heavier than you, Pav. Have a feel of that.
Yeah, that's nice.
You
I
know?
like a Terry weave.
It is. So this
When
is.
are they coming out then?
These are coming out I'd say they should land in about the next 4 to 6 weeks online.
Nice.
We have also got the new
They're the
box
relax.
minus. This is a box minus.
Oh.
What's different about it? Come on.
There's no
No pocket.
loops and there's no pocket on the front.
Pocket on the front. Very observant, my man.
I like that.
And it's a lot more cropped on the
I've
body.
got 4 eyes, to be fair, so I'm twice observant.
So
as
this,
most people.
I would say this is a good unisex option.
Yeah.
Something you can pitch to men and women without there being too much variation.
Very nice.
Very nice. It is very nice.
And I think it's almost like outdoor pajama-esque, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like in a nice way. Like
A bit white foxy in terms of
Yeah.
the fit, that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah,
demographic.
yeah.
As long as it's got a nice matching bottom,
Yeah.
I think they'll go for it.
Awesome.
And then we've got, this is going to be, I think, one of the best tees we have.
What is
It's
it?
the heavy faded minus shape
Yeah.
in a solid colour.
Oh,
It's so
okay.
exclusive, it hasn't got a name yet.
Ah.
So
is there a
Because I-
competition to name it?
there could be, there could be, there could be. You are not allowed to enter though.
No. So
He is definitely not allowed to enter.
so the faded minus is my favourite tee,
Yeah, mine too.
and I like the heavy, but it just feels almost a bit too much when I'm wearing it.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, but it's like it's having the kind of heavy faded weight and fit and everything in a solid colour. That's going to be a fucking bang at that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So even if you let's put the outfit together. Let's go.
Wes is dressing us.
Some of you lot need it. So nice trouser. Oh,
Yeah.
put it the right way. Yeah. Top it off with a nice heavy hood.
Very nice. I like.
What do you reckon? Let's put that in the front. Nice little
Smart.
combo. Right, let's
Smart,
go
man.
and pick a hat, guys.
When
Come on.
are you guys going to start doing shoes as well then?
Oh, thank you. All right, lads. How should we finish this off? What we going?
I'd go for the yellow beanie.
Of course he would.
I wonder why that is.
Do you know what? And this is what I'll do. I'm gonna give away this outfit
Yeah.
that you picked
Yeah.
and I picked to one of your followers.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah?
Cool.
You guys set the competition
Yeah.
Nice.
and I'll give away the whole outfit
Hanging.
and you guys can set the rules, alright?
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah. You heard it here, listener.
Wicked.
And also, you're going to give the outfit away, and we want names of what this T-shirt should be called. As well.
We'll put it forward,
Yeah,
100%.
We'll put it forward and see if we can
Yeah.
get a name.
Happy
Look
with that?
forward to them coming out. Yeah.
Perfect.
No, wicked, man.
Nice, man.
Good, my boys.
Right.
Well, I think there was a couple of options for Wes, but that heavy hood is something we really liked, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Like,
Well, I think one of the main reasons we really liked it is a few years ago when me and you went. It might have been the first year we went together.
very
We-
Recycle Clothing Co.
Yeah, we were promised a 500 GSM terry weave hoodie that was
Recycled.
fucking lovely, and it was recycled,
Yeah.
and it's never fucking appeared.
I've sent them many emails over the. I'm not even sure if they're still going. Producer Paul, can you find out if the Recycle Clothing Co. are still going? I just need to know, just for my own benefit. Yeah, the guy was really cool as well, like a really lovely bloke.
Yeah, yeah.
And I sent him a couple of emails. He said, yeah, it's coming this, and every time I sent him the date that it was coming out, got pushed back and back. And I have coveted
But it was
one
the
of those
same,
ever
same
since.
with the T-shirt as well that they had as well, because they had like wasn't it like a 380 GSM T-shirt or something?
Yeah, it was
But
a hoodie T-shirt. It was it's like
Yeah.
a sweatshirt basically, wasn't it? But not.
Yeah, but it's kind of like it would have had a really good market, but I think their problem, I think, was because when they told us the price, we were
It
both
was-
a bit like, "What?
Yeah,
Like,
I thought
how
that-
is it so cheap?"
I thought they were talking shit till they gave me an account, and I went on there. Producer Paul has ruled they are still going. Yeah, I went on there. I started an account up. I never bought anything from them because I was just waiting for that
No,
hood.
neither did I. Neither did I.
And it was cheap, like ridiculously
It was
cheap.
the hoodies were like a 500 GSM hoodie, and it was a really, really nice hoodie as well. It's
Yeah.
kind of like Rue Porter level nice sort of thing. And he was saying they were like 16 quid or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't believe him if I'm honest.
No, I didn't either.
Mm.
Um, yeah. So producer Paul in the comment is saying the hoodie is only 270 GSM. That's the
Yeah,
point
that
we're
one.
making.
That one is.
They
Yeah.
never released the heavier one.
It never came out. I
Even
should
though
have stolen that one from
they
the
had
show.
it, yeah, they had it at the show. They had the
Yeah.
samples there. But it obviously just never went to production, which is it sucks, but AS Color are doing one now, and we're confident they're going to come through with it. So yeah, that it's called the Made hoodie. I believe that's coming out sometime next month. Don't hold me to that. I don't work for AS Color. But yeah,
we're making a good job of impersonating two people who do it at the minute.
I've got the same beard as Guy, to be fair.
You have, yeah, just not the hair on top.
What about if I put these on? Do I look more like him?
No,
No.
those are the same glasses that Thingy has,
Tony
aren't
Stark
they?
has.
Yeah, Tony Stark. Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
bless
I
him.
bought
They
them for some
magic.
fancy dress.
They speak to you as well. Nice.
Call me a wanker.
Now, speaking of wankers, Wes did also do a giveaway for us on that video. I don't know why I said speaking of wankers and called Wes a wanker. That was really out of order. Sorry, Wes. I love you, really.
As you'll notice, Wes, I didn't say anything.
No. I love him dearly.
I've just attacked you for no reason.
I know. Just like, I just
Vicious little man.
Purely for the segue, no other reason. All segue. Yeah. So, he.
Speaking of segues, they're fucking shit, aren't they?
What are
those things you ride around on?
Have you been on
call
one?
a segue. No.
Have you been on one?
No.
I have. They're very
Have
good.
you?
Yep.
Are they?
Yep. I got off and I was
also
like,
ride a one wheel, to be fair. So
yeah, to be fair.
yeah.
Anyway, back to Wes.
Back to wankers.
Those of you who've listened to that segment like a minute ago, Wes put together an outfit with some of his favourite pieces, and we are giving that outfit away to one of the listeners. And this is how you win that outfit. It's very simple. Very simple. You need to send us a message with a picture of your boobs. No, send us a message with with a name for the new T-shirt that's coming out. It's the one that's in between the. Remind me how it's
it's the heavy faded shape and weight and fit, but in a standard color. So the heavy tee is heavier than the heavy faded, and it's a bit. I think it's a bit wider and chunkier all over, sort of thing.
Yeah. So it's the heavy faded, but in plain colors.
Yeah.
I understood it, like conceptually I understand it. I just can't say it. Yeah.
So heavy faded, but in a block color.
Yeah. So we need a name for it, basically. Now, what we're going to do is
not we, AS Color do.
Oh no, but let's be honest, mate. They're not going to fucking use a name we come up with. This is just purely for bands and views. So let's not say it for anything other than what it is. All right?
Stop telling them the truth.
We're gonna take these names that we've received and send them to Guy and Wes and say, pick the one you like the most, and whichever one they like the most is going to be the winner of that drippy drip drips.
Congratulations, Luke.
Woo! So yeah, if you want to be in the chance to win, then you just have to skip back the minute of me just talking and listen to the rules again, because I can't be fucked to explain it again. Send a name in for that T-shirt. We'll send it off to
T-shirt. Just message us on Instagram.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
We need to put a deadline for this in as well. I appreciate we need to do a deadline. What are the thoughts? He's typing. 3 days?
What, from now?
The episode's not going to come out for 7 days.
From release. 3 days from release. Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll get Wes and Guy to pick the best name, and then you'll get sent a nice little outfit.
What would you call it?
I'd call it. Do you know what I'd call it? I'd call it the Homer. You know, like in the Simpsons where he makes the car. Homer makes the car, and the car is the favorite bits of every car and all the shit you always wanted in the car. Well, I think it's gonna be that for a t-shirt. So I'd call it the Homer.
Okay.
What would you call it?
Uh, I don't know. I've asked you that question, and I was trying to think of something,
I
but then I
know, I could
spent
see. I even waffled a bit to give you time to collate your thoughts. Paul's in the chat with one. Paul's calling it drip.
yeah, go on, producer Paul. Do you want to unmute yourself?
Yeah, I'll go for the drip tea.
The drip. That's not bad.
Mm.
I'm not. I'm not good under pressure.
Okay.
This is why I'm so bad at sex.
You're not that bad at it.
I'll come up with
I've been
something
watching
really
you for
good
a
when it
while.
finishes.
Yeah. Okay. The thing you come up with, we'll edit in now. Cool. So yeah, I think that sort of wraps up the P and P portion of the podcast. um, it was good. It was good. We're gonna go again next year, Darcy.
Yeah, I mean, it's
We
as
have
I
to.
think as we've touched on, it's kind of the lack of screen print stuff is a bit disappointing, but
It's better than going to no show, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. It's kind of, if anything, it's a social
Mm.
for all of us. It's kind of like whether it's our group of printer mates, but also meeting up with the Airs Color Boys, and there's a few other stores we went and chatted to and stuff. And it's like it's I think it's become, for us anyway, it's become more of a social event rather than the show.
Mm.
So yeah, definitely going again. So yeah.
It's still, I mean, it still holds a lot of value. Maybe we're at the end of the scale now where the value is diminishing
Mm.
for us, but that doesn't mean it's not valuable for other people. And if you're like starting a brand up
Mm-hmm.
or like you're starting a print business or whatever,
I mean, a good
you need to
example
go,
of it.
really.
A good example of it was back on briefly about the screen printing side of things. It's like, so there wasn't really any screen printing stuff there, but we saw Dean from Pyramid,
Pyramids, yeah.
and had a good long chat with him, and he was talking
Mm.
to us about, what was it, discharge and their whites and stuff like that and everything. And it's kind of like those conversations, like I don't think those conversations necessarily happen on the booths.
No. But they
Because
can only really happen at Printwear because where else can you get a bunch of people together like that?
yeah, exactly.
So,
So it is valuable. It is valuable, despite my bitching.
mm.
Yeah.
So yeah. See, same again next year. Jack's coming next year as well, told me.
Yeah. Good.
Quality. Getting the old, like the Blues Brothers. We're getting the team back together, getting the band back together. Cool.
Nice.
Right.
Producer Paul, as it's your first time here, it's going to be your honor to give Sam, who the fuck's Sam? Pav, his sing out tune.
Mm.
I haven't had time to prep for this.
Do we, should be before
You don't need to prep, mate.
Before this happens, we should just say what the plan is going forward, like from now. So the next episode you guys hear will be a guest episode.
We'll be with a guest, yeah.
Yeah.
We, as we said in the last episode, we have got some really cool guests lined up. And that's something we're going to speak about with Paul next, just to try and figure out all the logistics of that and actually plan some stuff, because obviously now there's three of us. It needs to work for all three of our schedules, etc., etc. So we are going to sort that. And hopefully the first episode of that won't be released long after this comes out. So yeah, we'll be back in your ears soon.
There'll be that, and then there'll be a fortnight, and then an us episode. Yeah, basically, that's how it's going to go. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming along. Thank you for meeting me at such short notice. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure, sir.
Yeah, my pleasure. Paul, do you want to sing us out?
Nope. What's your job?
Yeah, you got to pick a song though.
Paul Simon, call me out.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get the lyrics. Hold on.
Oh, that's an excellent choice. That is fucking excellent.
A man walks down the street. He says, "Why am I so soft in the middle now? Why am I so soft in the middle when the rest of my life is so hard? I need a full opportunity. I want a shot of redemption. Don't want to end up a cartoon in a cartoon graveyard. Bone digger, bone digger. Dogs in the moonlight, far away. My well-lit door, my beer belly, beer belly. Get these mutts away from me. You
Get to the chorus.
this music anymore. If you be my bodyguard, I can be your law. And I can call you Betty. Betty, when you call me, you can call